Cassia, welcome back to my channel. Today is going to be a really fun video. We are testing out Milk makeup. Milk makeup has been an insanely popular brand that has been around for quite a few years now, but it's only recently become available in Australia, so you can finally now get some of their range on Sephora in Australia, which is really exciting. I did pick up a few things that I thought looked really interesting. We've got the Sunshine Skin Tint, which I've heard so many great things about, so I'm excited to try that. We've got minis of their stick bronzers, blush and highlighters. I've also got their concealer, the watermelon stick face mask, which I'm really excited about, and also the mini watermelon face serum. Now there's actually only a very limited range on the Sephora website from Milk, so not everything is stocked on there. I decided to get a bunch of the mini products just because I thought it was the perfect way to test it out. That's what minis are for. I'm also just not made of money, okay? Without further ado, let's get started. We'll put Milk makeup to the test and see if it's worth it. So the first thing I want to try here, which I haven't actually seen many people test out, might be a reason for that, maybe it's not too good, I don't know, but I was really intrigued by it. This is the Watermelon Brightening Face Mask. Love the packaging, so stunning. I've never had a stick face mask before. I've been seeing them on the market so much and I just think they're really interesting. I have a few thoughts about a stick face mask. I feel like it's obviously a very interesting concept, very cool way of application. I really do like that. Great for on the go, great for traveling. I'm not too sure about the hygiene aspect though, because you are just like rubbing it all over your face and there's not really a way to clean it before the next time you use it. There's Glow in a Flash Solid Clay Mask Stick, brightens, hydrates and even skin tone for a luminous complexion. Very cool. It says apply mask evenly to damp or dry skin, let dry for 5 to 10 minutes and rinse with warm water, use 2 to 3 times a week. Let's give this a go. It doesn't actually smell of anything. I was kind of hoping it would smell like watermelon, but it just doesn't have a smell, which is a great thing. It doesn't have fragrance in it, which is really nice. Oh, it's really cooling. Okay. Really easy to apply, there's no tugging at all, it's just really smooth and nice. I will say I really do enjoy this application. It's just really nice to get in there. It kind of feels like a nice like facial roller massage type thing. I also just like that there's no mess, like you're not dipping your fingers or dipping anything else in there. You don't need a brush or a spatula or anything like that. There we go, that's the face mask on. Super quick, super easy to apply. I really enjoyed that application, and now we wait 10 minutes and I will be back to wash this off.
A few minutes later.
Okay, I'm back and I made a matcha. It's been 10 minutes since putting the mask on. It is completely dry, like nothing is coming off on my fingers. It just feels like my skin now. I have a damp reusable wipe here and I'm gonna just remove it. It's super easy to remove because it's not like a thick layer of mask. Like we literally just swiped on just a really thin layer, which is nice. I just don't know like if the amount I put on is gonna actually do much because there wasn't much on there. What do we think? Does my skin look brighter? I don't know if I can feel any dramatic difference in my skin. All I can say is it feels nice, it feels hydrated, it doesn't feel like stripped or anything, which is really nice. Skin does feel a little bit tighter as well, which is nice. Oh my god, actually it's definitely really smooth. But upon first impressions, I think it's a good mask to go on with before makeup. I don't really see myself putting this on like at night before bed when I really want a good treatment, but I really do like it like for the morning before you put your makeup on. It makes your skin like just a really nice base for makeup, and I don't know, I feel like I look a little bit more glowy, a little bit more bright. What do you guys think? Okay, sticking on the watermelon variety, we have the watermelon serum stick. Pretty much the same color as this, but in a clear packaging, which is very cute. It says it's a solid serum that brightens, hydrates and smooths for more even skin tone and texture. Again, doesn't smell like anything, which to me is a little bit disappointing. I don't mind fragrance in my skincare. I've never really found that my skin gets irritated by it, but I do think it's a good thing that they didn't put fragrance, because then it means those who are affected by fragrance, they won't have a problem with this. Ooh, it's like quite lightweight, the serum. Like I'm feeling it and it just absorbs right into the skin. And put this everywhere. It feels exactly like the mask did, just really smooth and nice. That's actually a really nice experience. I do love that. It feels so smoothing and kind of cooling. Oh, I love that. We're kind of using this as a primer today, so hopefully this works out well. I don't know if I'm supposed to like rub it in. There's nothing really much to rub in. It really has added quite nice hydration, and you can definitely see a glow to my skin, which I really appreciate. Again, I feel like this is a great serum to go on with before you do your makeup. I wouldn't actually use this like in my daily routine to get like skincare results, if that makes sense, but before makeup, like kind of as a primer to prep the skin, I really like this. Alright, that is everything I have for the skincare portion. Now we can finally go into the makeup, and the first thing I'm going to try is the Sunshine Skin Tint. I am super excited by this. This is like one of the most popular products, the thing that I've heard the most about, and the thing I'm really excited about. There's just no product like this on the market, especially with this packaging. There's rollerball at the top, which is really fun, and you pump out the product at the end like this. Let's read some information about it. Broad spectrum SPF 30 sunscreen, which is really cool. I'm not too sure about the sunscreen aspect, especially in Australia. Usually a lot of sunscreens that are made outside of Australia aren't really strong enough for the Australian sun. I wouldn't really count on this primarily for my SPF, but it does make me feel better that there's a tiny bit of SPF protection in here, which is nice. It says it's a weightless, silicone-free skin tint, gives light coverage, hydrates with natural oils for a dewy finish. Sounds right up my alley. So I have dry skin, and so anything with natural oils that are meant to be hydrating, I feel like I'm really gonna love this. So let's put it to the test. I guess we start pumping the product out. Oh, you can actually see the product come up here as well. Oh, okay. I don't know how much is like too much, but that's really cool. Ooh. Oh, I love the rollerball. It's so cooling. I also got the shade Light, which I'm hoping is okay. I was tossing up between light and light medium, but I think this looks okay. It has like a nice like herbal smell to it. I don't know if that's meant to be there. My go-to way for applying foundation is with the beauty blender, so I think on one side I'm going to try my beauty blender, and then maybe the other side. I've heard fingers is really good with this foundation, but we will see. Let's try this. Okay, I think this is the perfect color. I don't think it's too light at all. I'm going to blend up here just with my fingers just so I can feel that. Ooh. I've never liked the finger application. We're gonna stop that. Go on with my Morphe M439 brush. This is the only brush I've ever liked to blend in my foundation. That blends in again like so quickly. That's really nice. You can tell a difference between the brush application and the beauty sponge. I'd say the brush application gives you a little bit more coverage, probably because the beauty sponge soaks up the product, but the beauty sponge side just looks a little bit more dewy. So I don't really know. I'm gonna just go over the top of this side with the beauty sponge because I just prefer that look a little bit better. Super natural. It gives a really nice glow. It just gives a really good like skin-like finish. It doesn't really look like you're wearing foundation. I do feel like it gave really nice coverage. It just looks really natural. I'm just going to use one more pump just over my cheeks to see if it can build up nicely. Honestly think the foundation is blending out so nicely and so smoothly because my base was just so smooth because of the face mask and serum. It's clinging the tiniest bit to dry spots around my nose, but every single foundation does that to me, so that's not a huge concern. It feels really nice. Like, it doesn't feel like I have anything on my skin. I don't know about the oils. I don't know if it's hydrating, but I really like the application of it. The rollerball is so cooling. I love just like rolling it around my face. I just love that because you're not then like pumping the foundation onto your hand and then picking it up from there or using your fingers. Like, it is all just like in here. Now we move on to concealer, and I have the Flex Concealer in the shade Fair. I also think it's interesting that this is the only product that comes in like this plastic box like this. Everything else just comes in like a normal cardboard container, but this gets the special treatment. This one says it's a full coverage liquid concealer, flexes with skin's movement without cracking or creasing, infused with blue lotus, chamomile, and marshmallow to hydrate and help calm skin. That's really cool. It's in a little squeezy tube like this, but there also is a doe foot applicator in there, which is nice. So let's go under the eyes with this. Actual formula itself feels quite thick, which I don't know if I like that. Blends in nicely. I don't know if I'm that wowed by the concealer. I do think I need to go on with a little bit more because I didn't go on with much just then. I think the color's okay, like it's not too light. I generally do like quite a light concealer anyway. It does look a little bit dry under my eyes. I don't know if the camera will be able to pick that up, but you can kind of see it's clinging to like dry patches. It looks a little bit cakey. I'm not a big fan of like thicker concealers. I really like them to be super lightweight. We've got 3 more products to try, and these are the cream, blush, bronzer, and highlight sticks. So let's go on with bronzer first. This was one of the things I was most excited about. Whenever I've heard anyone talk about Milk, it's been about this baked bronzer, and I'm just really excited to try it. I love a good cream product. Cream bronzers and blushes are just like my favorite thing, so I of course had to pick these up. I haven't even used this yet, but I'm already thinking of picking up the full size. It is the matte bronzer stick. It's a creamy matte bronzer stick for the face and body that provides an immediate hydrating warmth. Hydrating, that's interesting. I didn't think it would be a hydrating formula, but let's give it a go. It's so small and so cute. We'll just swatch it on my hand as well. Oh, okay, looks really creamy. Feels really nice actually. Oh, you can kind of see it gives a little bit of a glow, and it does like, it almost feels like there's like oil in it. There's like a slight sheen to it, as you can see, and when it hits the light, and the color is quite nice. It's quite light, but it blends out really nicely. I don't know how much to put on. I'm just gonna put on what I think is a little bit, and then we can add to it. Also go down my nose. Right, it just like glides on. There's no like tugging or anything to it. I like that. My favorite brush to blend out cream contour is from Rave Morris. This is the #1 brush. Do kind of more like a tapping kind of thing like this, and I kind of drag it upwards just so I'm not like rubbing it and it rubs off the foundation. It isn't like difficult to blend, but I do feel like it's not as quick to blend in as some of my other cream bronzing products. It's not a bad thing, like it just needs a little bit more work, and it does blend in. I think it's like the oil in it. I feel like you can really feel the oil when you're blending. I really do like that color, and I just think it just makes my skin look so naturally sun-kissed. Add in just one more stripe to my cheeks, just because I am a bronzer fiend and I love cream bronzer a lot. So flattering, it's so like golden bronzy. This just makes me feel like summer. All the products as well are just melding in so beautifully together. It's like they were made for one another, which I guess they are because it's all the same brand, but I am just like, I love this. Okay, now let's go on to the blush. So this is the lip and cheek blush in the shade Work. It's a creamy sheer blush and lip color tint, and it hydrates as well. They're very into the hydration, which I'm not mad about. I do like that. Now they do have, I think, 6 different shades of this, which is cool, but this one is, I guess, the most like neutral, like natural looking one. I had to pick a color that would look nice as a blush, but I would actually use as a lip product too, because with a lot of products like this that are lip and cheek, I never use it on the lips. Like I just don't do it. So I'm excited to try this. I also think this is just one of their most popular shades. It's a neutral blush, like who's not gonna like this? We'll try it on the hand. Ooh, it's very similar to the bronzer, as in like you can see that there's kind of oil in there, and it gives a nice sheen as well. It just feels like a tinted lip balm. Let's give it a go. I feel like every other product has been really smooth to apply, but this one there's like a little bit of tugging on my cheeks, which is interesting. Don't know why that is. I usually like to blend out my cream blushes with my Morphe M405 brush, so let's see. Okay, that blended out in like 2 seconds. That was really nice. I don't know if it's because the color is just so light and natural that it's just like easily just melts into the skin. I really like that color too. It's just like so natural. It would go with any kind of makeup look. It's just a very nice, just neutral, easy to wear blush. We're gonna try this on the lips as well because I'm really intrigued by it. Oh. It's not as hydrating as I would have thought it would be on the lips. It's not very opaque. Like I had to build that up quite a bit to get it to this. I don't know, and it does like emphasize my lines on my lips. I just don't think it's my favorite product for the lips. I also just do think I need a lip liner, so I'm gonna go in with one. No, I just feel like my lips need a little bit of a darker color. I don't think it's my favorite, but that's okay. We'll move on. It's our final product to try, and it is the holographic stick. Now they did have their normal like highlighters on there, but I just thought this one looked cooler. A multi-use creamy formula highlights and hydrates for a galactic glow. Like, doesn't that sound cool? I just thought that was really cool. I just think it's really cool. The packaging is stunning, and if you just look really closely at the actual highlighter itself, like it does look holographic, which is really, really cool. I just wanted to see what that would look like on my face, so I'm just gonna swipe this on. Can't really see if that did anything. Okay, that definitely took off the blush and bronze I had on going on there. We're not gonna swipe that anymore. I'm just gonna put that on my 2 fingers here. Oh, that feels like, oh, that's like so creamy. Press it into my skin. I'm doing it this way because then with the warmth of my fingers, it'll just like melt it right into the skin. I like that. The color's really nice. It gives a really nice glow. So I'm gonna go off and do my brows and my eyes, and I will come back to you with final thoughts. Hello, we are back with my finished makeup. I just did something really simple on the eyes. I didn't actually pick up anything from Milk to do with the eyes. I didn't have a big range of eye products on the Sephora website. It was mainly just the eye chalks, which did look amazing, but they're not really something I would use that much, so I didn't really want to spend my money on them. And then I had the mascara, which I was contemplating picking up, but just based on all of the reviews I've seen of it and the description of it, it just didn't sound like a mascara I would like. So anyway, long story short, didn't buy any eye products from Milk, but let's talk about what I did buy. Overall, I am just like in love with the way my skin looks. Like, that just sounds really like a-holy, but like I think it looks just the best it's ever looked. The concealer I think is something I'm gonna have to play around with a little bit more, but upon first impressions, if you can like see under my eyes, they just look really dry. They look really like old. I don't know, like the first impressions, I'm just like not too wowed by it. I didn't really like how thick it felt. I do like a really lightweight concealer to the point where you don't even feel it under your eyes, and yeah, it just has made it look a little bit too cakey. I feel like this is the only thing out of everything we've tried that I'm not impressed by. I'd say that's a pretty good overall to only be disappointed in one thing. Like, everything else we've tried has been incredible. I'd say the standout to me was definitely the Sunshine Skin Tint. This is something that like I knew was gonna be good, and it was good. I don't know, it lived up to the hype. It's beautiful. I'm also really impressed by the 2 watermelon products. These are things that I was really intrigued to try, but I just didn't know if they were gonna be good or not, and they were. I genuinely think it is down to these 2 products that has just made everything else go on really nicely, and I can still feel like the effects of the watermelon serum. Like, my skin just feels really hydrated and really nice. Like, these have just given a really beautiful base for all of the products to go on top of. Overall, I'm really happy with how all of these products performed. I am so happy that we can finally get Milk makeup here in Australia, even if it's a limited range. That just means they're hopefully going to be bringing in more of the range as it progresses and as they see that it will hopefully do well and people like it. Let me know what is your favorite Milk makeup product in the comments down below, and that could definitely be something that I try next. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Definitely give it a big thumbs up if you did, and subscribe to my channel as well if you guys love makeup, skincare content, as well as productivity and vlogs and things like that. I've been doing a lot of work week in my life lately. I'm actually vlogging today as well, so that'll be the next video that comes out. And if you like my content and want more of it, then definitely follow me on Instagram and TikTok as well. I post on there way more frequently than I post on here, and I post more beauty content as well, so definitely follow me there. And I hope you guys have an amazing day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye. Mwah.